So if you look at just and if it wasn't for the military, I mean look at all these advances we have,
Yeah.
and a lot of them. I mean I guess majority of them are probably military advances. Look at the cell phone.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
That came from the military.
GPS.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, GPS,
Mhm.
military. Just a lot of stuff came out of the military and inventing stuff, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
it kind of comes eventually down to
Yeah.
us, right? Civilians.
That's very true. Yeah. Like that was a huge thing. Like even a lot of people don't know. You know, BMW. The emblem is a blue and white little circle, right?
Right.
It's like blue, white, blue, white. That actually represents a propeller in the sky because BMW were the first ones to make. They made Messerschmitts. They made fighter planes for the German army in World War II,
Right.
and that's what they did for a time. So they kept that emblem of a propeller to always remind them that they started off making warplanes in the past. And like, it was just little things like that we don't think about, you know. And like the Jeep that everybody loves now, like Wranglers, Rubicons,
Yeah,
or like
yeah,
when you
yeah.
see that one Jeep, there's a
The Willis Jeep. The
yeah, the
original
Willys,
Willis
yeah,
Jeep,
they have a style of it, and it's like that's the original Army Jeep. And
Yeah.
like, I mean, Hummers come from Humvees, like things like that. Like, I don't know, like there's even clothes now. Like people love wearing boots. It's like, well, boots originated from the military in the
Oh
past.
yeah, like the Doc Martens and things
Yeah,
like that.
like
Yeah.
Chuka boots or Chuka boots, however you pronounce it. I was reading that actually when the British fought the Germans in Egypt, they needed a better boot than the ones that got issued. So they went to some local Egyptian people that made footwear, and they said, hey, can you make us a boot that's like shorter and more breathable and made out of like a bit different material that's good for the desert? So they took camel hide and created a boot, real simple one they could lace up real quick,
Mm-hmm.
and that became the Chukka boot. And then the British Army adopted it. It's like, hey, start making this, and then it became popular. And when the guys went home from war, they all wore them because that was the boots they had. They're like,
Yeah,
oh,
that's what
this,
they had. The footwear they
yeah,
had.
so
Right.
like I'll just wear this with my suit or my workwear,
Right.
and it became a fashion thing. And now you buy those, and a lot of people are like, "Oh, that's a dress boot." And it's like, but how did it start?
You know West Coast Shoe Company. Well, I don't know if you know West Coast Shoe Company.
I think
They
I've
make
heard of them.
they make Lyman's boots. Okay,
Uh-huh.
and we've sold them. Gosh, forever.
Uh-huh.
We've sold them. I don't know how long they've been around, but they've been around over. We've been 75 years. And we've had West,
1918.
Hmm?
1918.
1918 West Coast has.
Whoa.
Okay, so, but what I was going to say is that, we sell the Lyman's boots
Uh-huh.
here, but over in Europe, and guys, mostly people wear the West Coast as a Lyman's boot.
Yeah.
Over in Europe, especially over like in Japan, they're wearing as fashion.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy to me.
There's guys walking around the streets
In lineman boots. Yeah.
as fashion.
Yeah.
So it's crazy how another country adopts something from over here, and it's just
It is wild.
You know?
I saw something even like carpenter pants, like duck pants, like the fire retardant, like jackets like that.
yeah.
That's a fashion thing now. Like, it's crazy to think about. And like, yeah, the boots and stuff. You'll see people wear it, and it's like they might not even know how it's used. Like I used to laugh with my buddies because I would see some people wearing like the tan combat boots we get issued. They look good with the uniform, but I would never honestly I'd never wear them with civilian clothes because the real bright tan ones we used to have.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, it's just don't like you when you get home you want to take those off because you've been wearing them for like 14, 16 hours. And we would see people that doing it as a fashion statement wearing them with things that don't even match. We're just like, how is that fashion? Like do they know what that comes from?
Yeah,
Like this
right.
doesn't even make sense. But it's interesting how trends like spread like that, and a lot of it comes from like military stuff, or like even military style jackets, like those OD green vintage jackets and stuff.
Yeah.
Or like satchels. The satchel was actually created to quickly carry ammunition and messages. Messenger bags. Same
Right.
thing.
Yeah.
That's crazy how that is. And even from not just lineman stuff, but like early days of construction, like gear and everything, like Dickies pants were made for, the Industrial Revolution. And
Dungarees.
Dungarees, yeah.
Yeah.
And everybody wears it now as like you get these kids that wear it as like fashion statements, and I'm like, man, those are some tough pants you're wearing because they were used to build this country, really.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Dickies was made here in Fort Worth. Did you know that?
Yeah, I actually saw a quick little documentary the other day on it because I was curious. I'm actually wearing Dickies right now, and I always grew up wearing them, and I thought it was just like normal for like just Fort Worth only. And I hopped online one day to check out like some prices on their pants,
Oh yeah.
and I found out that they pay like 70, 80 pounds like over in Britain and like London to get Dickies out there. And I'm like, so it's a worldwide pant now, and it started here down the street.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's crazy to think how that's fashion now, and it's cool. I mean, they're a great company, but it's just interesting how that's blown up. And I just grew up and I was like, oh, it's only things that people from Fort Worth,
Yeah.
Texas know about. But apparently it's worldwide and stuff. So
Yeah. Justin Boots came from here.
yeah,
Dickies
wow.
came from here.
Oh my
There's a
god.
lot of companies that came out of Fort Worth
Mhm.
that are nationwide.
Yeah, this has been a hub for a lot of hard workers and blue collar kind of companies, and I mean Texas in general is just really good for that.